Hello, this video will show you how to do an advanced search using British Nursing Index. Now what we do will apply to any Proquest database. So if you were searching nursing and allied health or psychology journals, everything would apply. The only thing that will be different will be the name of the collection here. It might say psychology journals or whichever collection you're in. Otherwise, everything will look and work the same. So the search I'm going to look at today is around the repositioning of patients and how this might help prevent pressure ulcers. So out of that question, I'm going to take pressure ulcers as a key concept and repositioning as a key concept. And I'm going to construct my initial search around those two ideas. And if I need to limit further, I'll bring in the idea of prevention. So I'm going to start with pressure ulcers. So I'm going to enter these as phrases. Now, they might be singular or plural, so I'm going to put a star on the end of each word to cover that. And when you've got phrases like this, you can either leave it to chance and hope that the words will actually be found sitting close together, although you might find one word appears in the title and one word in the abstract. You could try putting double quotation marks around each phrase to fix it as a fixed string, but sometimes that's a bit limiting. The best advice is to use a proximity operator, n. Then in a Proquest database, this would be followed by a slash, and then the number of words that you would allow between two words in the phrase. So here we've got pressure n/1 ulcer. Word order can also be reversed as well, just to broaden your results a little bit. So anyway, the use of the proximity operator is the recommended way of dealing with phrases. So the next thing we're going to do is decide where is it going to look for this search string. And I would recommend that you switch from anywhere to anywhere except full text, otherwise you'll get far too many results. Think of anywhere except full text as searching the citation, title, abstract, keywords, that sort of thing. So we're now going to send this to search, and we've got a reasonable set of results there. So we're going to shelve that for the moment. We need to go back into advanced search, and then we need to put in our next idea, which is repositioning. So that might be reposition, repositioned, repositioning. We might also want to use some slightly different words to describe it, some related ideas. So maybe we'll search on turning. Turning patients might help with prevention, or even tilting. And again, that might have the endings on, so use a star. We're going to make sure, again, we're searching anywhere except full text. And we'll see how many we find here. So this has found a larger set of results. And all the time, our results are being stored in our recent searches area up here. Now I'm going to go back into advanced search, and I'm going to do a final search on the word study, because I am looking at the moment for primary research about this topic, and primary research will describe itself as a study normally in the abstract of the article. So it's looked throughout the whole of the database. There are obviously going to be lots and lots of studies in the database. If we now come to the recent searches area, where we've got a record of our searches, These are old searches which I'm just going to remove. So I'm deleting those. So these are the searches we've just done: the pressure ulcers, the repositioning, and the study row. So what I need to do is to combine these. And initially, I'm just going to combine these two because these are the search strings that actually describe my topic. And unfortunately, if you notice, I've deleted some rows, but it hasn't renumbered these, so I've got to be careful about using the right numbers. So initially, I am going to combine 4 and 5. There is a little guide here as to how to combine your searches. And I'm using and rather than or because I want to overlap these two. I want at least one word or phrase from this row and at least one word or phrase from this row. So let's see what we get. So we've got 159 results. What I need to do now is to see which of those, so that is the results of those two combined, appear in search 7, so that's 7. But I also want to see which of these are studies, so I'm going to link that back to search 6. And the results should come out as less than 159. So I'm now going to search these two together, and we've got 55 results. Now, because I've only got 55, I'm not going to worry about bringing in any additional concepts like words to describe prevention or management of pressure ulcers. I'm just going to trawl through these 55. But before I do that, I am going to narrow them a little bit. So the first way to narrow is by date. And the easiest way to deal with date in a Proquest database is to designate your range. So I'm going to look at anything from 2006 to 2016, so the last 10 years. I'm going to update my results, and it should remove some of those. So it's taken a few out. The other option that I can use now is to filter by peer reviewed. So you don't have to do this, but what this will do is it will focus you on the more academic articles, which are probably going to be the ones that will be easier to critique. So I'm now left with 39 results from which I can scan and make my selection from. So obviously I'll be looking at abstracts to help me do that. So here we've got an abstract. And if that looks useful, I will look for full text availability. So that's how to do an advanced search of any Proquest database. But for the purposes of this video, we've looked at British Nursing Index.